Hi! What's good, chat? What is good? Okay, I watch true crime. That's right, baby. Good old crime. Good old crime. I love crime. I love crime so much. Not in that way. I just love watching crazy people. What the fuck is this? Is this music? Okay. There we go. That works. All right, we're doing some true crime today. It's gonna be sick. It's gonna be sick. Hopefully one day I'll build an audience. I doubt it'll be anytime soon. Right then. How about we get to it? Alright? Let's do this shit. Alright. Share the tab, baby. Alright. Let's do this!
Dead. Why
What?
is you and your grandchild dead? Why?
I just feel like he's with me, like his spirit.
He's dead, Mom.
I'm going to ask you a horrific question. Do you think that it's possible during your night or sleeping or dreaming that you got up and did anything to him?
The most dreaded type of 911 call filtered into the Clinton Township
I missed that
Michigan
voice,
dispatch
dude.
on the morning of January 11th, 2010. A little boy had been found unresponsive in his family's bathtub. What first
Yikes.
appeared to be an inconceivably tragic accident soon transformed
Who's the
into one of
voice?
most complex
Who does
and
these voice
confusing
things?
murder
I wanna meet the guy.
investigations. And even today, there
And
remains
even today.
questions. What really happened behind those closed doors that frigid winter morning?
But no one's putting any blame on you. We just want to know what happened. It just, all of a sudden, I don't know what happened, but it just happened.
Uh-oh.
We chose Shopify.
Shopify?
because For us, it was the quickest, easiest, and most seamless method of getting our business online as quickly
Fucking
as possible.
skipped it.
Have an idea for a business.
It was just 7:30 in the
better not
morning
get
when police
so many
arrived
fucking
at the
ads, dude.
apartment.
I might
on
have to
Clinton
switch to my
Place.
other
After
account
knocking several
if I get
times, a woman
ads.
answered the door
I
and
have
silently
premium
let them
and whatnot.
in. Inside, the home was completely dark, save for a single light coming from the hallway bathroom, where a tragic scene was waiting for them. Next to the bathtub, another woman was kneeling over a small boy. He was still in his pajamas, which were drenched with water, and he didn't appear to be breathing. First
Yikes.
responders took the boy into the living room and made every effort to resuscitate him, but were unsuccessful. In one
Why do the
final
houses
effort, they
always
loaded him
look
into an ambulance and rushed him to the
shady?
hospital. Officers at
They
the
never
scene
look like a
noticed
normal
strange
house. They just
behavior,
look weird.
especially
Like
on the part
who
of the
fucking
older of the
paints
two
their
women.
walls
She
red?
explained that she was
Who
the
does
boy's
that
mother,
shit?
but
It's
was
weird.
unable to give his full name or his
White
birthday.
couch, red
The younger
walls,
woman
old
said she was the boy's
paintings,
aunt, but was also unable
weird
to
wooden
provide definitive
shelves.
information.
Dude.
Maybe they were both in shock, or perhaps there was something else
Maybe it's just an
going
old
on.
person's
The boy
house,
was
but even if it
eventually
is an old
identified as
person's house,
4-year-old
it's still
D'Angelo
weird to
Tobia,
paint your
who
walls
was being
red.
cared
I love how
for
that's
by
the only
two
thing I'm
women
paying
who
attention
shared
to
the
here.
apartment. His aunt, 25-year-old Tanina Borgia, and his grandmother, 60-year-old Terry Borgia, not his mother as she had stated. Terry's older daughters, Vicky and Amelia, lived in the area with their children. Amelia and her husband Bashar frequently left their two sons in Terry's care, sometimes together and sometimes separately, which was the case on the weekend of January 9th. Amelia, trusting that D'Angelo was in good hands, never imagined that it would be the last time she'd see her son alive.
Oh man.
Back at the hospital, medical professionals did all they could to save the 4-year-old. But
Failed.
tragically, D'Angelo
I couldn't
was
be a
pronounced
doctor,
dead
man.
just 45 minutes after the
couldn't.
initial 911
Well, I could be a
call.
doctor.
Tanina, who had followed her nephew
Just
to the
seeing people
hospital,
die like
was
that every
transported
day.
to the
Fuck
police
that shit,
station
dude.
that afternoon to speak to detectives about what happened. Police reports state that she was never actually with her nephew while at the hospital. Both the police and D'Angelo's devastated family needed to make sense of what happened. The following interrogations have never been seen before. They've been
Never.
analyzed by a qualified team, including a licensed professional counselor, a licensed
Let's
clinical
get it,
psychologist,
dude.
a licensed attorney, and a former detective, former licensed polygraph examiner, and former hostage negotiation commander and instructor.
I'm sorry for what happened. I'm sorry for your loss.
No, but
It's horrible. It's just horrible.
I'm just trying not to like break down, and I was crying on the way here.
Yeah, it is so hard. Absolutely.
It's an interesting red flag that Tanina feels she has to let the detective know that she was crying on the way over. It seems like she wants to explain and excuse why she isn't crying now in front of him. A person
I
who is
hate this
truly
chair.
emotional
It was
and
not
in
worth the
shock at the
fucking
death
money.
of a family member, especially a child, wouldn't have to make such an obvious statement or feel the need to prove they cried earlier.
I don't know what happened. That's a big thing. Like I just woke up and I didn't. All I seen was him floating in the tub. Like I didn't see anything before that.
You said he was face up
He
floating?
was face up. He was floating on his back, and I don't know anything.
Prior to that.
Prior to that, I don't. I woke up. I was tossing and turning. I didn't hear any screaming. I didn't hear anything.
Okay.
So, I mean, and I think he was. I think he drowned like maybe an hour or so prior to waking up. So I didn't hear anything.
It's certainly noteworthy that Tanina gives a specific time when she thinks D'Angelo drowned, begging the question, how would she know this?
Okay, you were probably.
I don't know. I don't think that's viable. I don't think that's very viable.
If I heard him screaming, or if I would have heard anything.
According to the CDC, drowning is the leading cause of death for children ages 1 through 4. So, while unfortunate, an accidental drowning wouldn't be such a surprise to law enforcement.
Yeah.
So can you kind of go over what happened yesterday? Starting with when
When I was,
Angelo got dropped off?
yeah,
What time did he get dropped off?
he got dropped off actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
But
Weird.
he's been there a few days.
Yeah, he was there.
If
for
I
a
was-
bit, but
If I had a
think
child and they drowned,
the
I'd be
floor is
fucking
really hot.
distraught.
It's
Mhm.
really slippery. So
My
I
soul would
think
shatter.
he bumped his head. Because there is like abrasions. But I think he like slipped and fell in there.
We'll hear more from Tanina later as she shares her fascinating insights on the case in an exclusive interview. But for now, she doesn't display a lot of shock despite this
Yeah, I know.
chilling
That's what's pissing
revelation.
me off.
Terry, for her part, was taken into custody at the scene and brought in for questioning earlier in the day.
So many suspects.
Lieutenant Mark Ravinsky, obviously I work for the police department. And I'm here to talk to you about what happened overnight and early this morning with your grandson, okay? Could you do me a favor, could you sign over there saying that you acknowledge all these
This
things?
guy's bro is balding. Bro should just go bald,
If you
honestly.
understand all those, are you willing to
Wear a
waive your
hat.
rights and talk to me today?
I think I'd rather have a lawyer.
Okay.
I mean, I think that would be the best thing.
Okay. And you don't have to say
Jesus.
anything. That's up to you. To you.
Jesus, dude.
Okay, that's not a problem. Not a problem at all. I just wanted to afford you the opportunity to let me know what happened. That's like I said. If you want a lawyer, that's fine.
I mean, I'm not a lawyer. The other, I can't afford a lawyer.
You know, I just want to be appointed one. That's I understand. Okay, not a problem. Thank you very much. Come back with me over here.
Despite sounding a bit out of it or shaken by the situation, Terry requests a lawyer, which means she won't be answering any questions. Her initial request of, "I think I'd rather have a lawyer," is not technically unequivocal. In some cases, this statement might be construed as not being a strict invocation of the right to counsel. However, in this case, the detective treats the words as an exercise of the right and ceases questioning. She almost undoes herself when she says, "not a lawyer," but she immediately clarifies that she means simply that she cannot afford one and wants appointed counsel. Still, while she's at the station, the officer informs her that a forensic nurse will be taking samples of her hair and fingernails, and he tells her he has a warrant for this collection and one
You have a
for
warrant for your arrest.
Yes, at
Bitch.
your house. At Clinton Place. We
Are they gonna do a second?
we already did. And I'll bring you that too.
Was there anything wrong?
Well, we're just there to try to figure out what happened.
Why are you being
we have
so
to
sus,
collect
bruh?
evidence,
Why are you being so sus, huh?
In the bathroom and
Yeah, I need a lawyer.
try to figure out what happened.
When a suspect invokes the right to counsel, this doesn't mean police may no longer talk to them. Police interrogation must cease until an attorney is present and the suspect wants to answer questions, or until the suspect freely waives the right to counsel. It's noteworthy that the detective doesn't ask her any questions, which would not be allowed, and instead only provides information. As previously mentioned, first responders were immediately alerted to the strange behavior they encountered in the apartment. But the unusualness of the situation actually started when Tanina first made her 911 call. Tanina first called 911 at 7:15 a.m.
Ads! Advertisements. Cringe. Cringe.
Hey, my
Whoa.
nephew just drowned in the bathtub. Can you send somebody over? You just drowned in the bathtub. What was that? What did you just say? My nephew just drowned in the bathtub. What do you mean he drowned? He drowned.
I'm sorry. It's weirdly so obvious who did it, you know? It's so fucking obvious. It's so obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's dead. I don't know if somebody can resuscitate. How old is he? Oh my god, he's only 3 years old. Did you get him out of there? No, I don't know what to do. You can get him out of the Oh my god. Get him out of the tub.
Why are you reacting now?
Don't hang up.
Why are you reacting now?
Oh my god. Turn him over, try to get the water. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Are there any signs of strangulation? Or did she just push his fucking poor head into the water until he died? Because that's an L.
No. No. Alright. You know how to do CPR?
That's just an L, bro. Honest to God. Oh, God.
Alright. Tilt his head back a little bit. Okay. Put your face over his whole mouth. Okay. Just give the breathe into his mouth, okay? See if anything happens. See if his chest rises or anything like that. No, I think he's gone. Keep trying. How long was he in there? I don't know, for a while. Well, a while, like in 5 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour? I don't know, like an hour. It's blue? Yeah. Alright, alright. You know how to, where his heart is in the middle of his chest? Alright, take your 2 hands and just a little bit above it, just push on his chest in the middle as much as you can, okay? Do about 10 times and then breathe into him again. I need you to stay calm. Stay calm. Okay. Is there 2 people there? Yeah. Alright, I want 2 people. One to do the chest compressions and the other one to breathe for him. Mom, can you come here? Can you breathe in his mouth? Breathe in his mouth. No, breathe in his mouth. Sorry. Come on, buddy. They're on the way. They'll be there very shortly, but you need to breathe for him.
I shouldn't be laughing at this, but, you know, he's dead. So, she did it, you know.
Okay.
It's fucked up.
How's he doing?
It's fucked up, dude.
He's warm. He's warm? Okay, that's a good sign.
He's warm.
Hi.
What if it was a warm bath? Who's one of you guys?
He drowned. Is medical there? I don't know. I just woke up. Oh, is there an ambulance? Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. All right, no, good job. You did good. Thank you. All right, bye-bye.
When paramedics arrived at the house, Tanina was still on the phone with
Bye-bye.
dispatch. Terry didn't open the door or turn on a light before being prompted to do so, and first responders felt it was a bit strange that Terry hadn't seemed prepared for their arrival. It was also noted that neither Terry nor Tanina appeared to have wet clothing, even though they had removed D'Angelo from the bathtub.
So can I go back? Okay. Last night, what time did you go to bed?
I went to bed at 10:30.
Okay. And where was your mom and D'Angelo at that point?
They were sleeping on the couch.
Okay.
Why were they sleeping?
Yeah, were
Your
they-
kid's
were
in a
they-
fucking
were they watching
bathtub.
TV?
Why are you all
They
fucking
were
sleeping,
watching TV.
retards?
Tanina's first answer follows a
Retard.
long
What time did you go to bed?
Poor kid, yeah, just fucking splash around in there
I
for
went to
5.
bed at
I'm
10:30.
gonna go watch
indicating that she
TV.
needs a bit of time to think of her answer. Note in about 30 seconds when she pauses again.
And where
Fucking
was
hell,
your
dude.
mom and
What a
D'Angelo
fucking
at that
pile of
point?
shit.
They
What
were
a pile
sleeping
of
on the
wank,
couch.
dog.
This wouldn't be as significant except that with her second answer, Tanina interrupts the detective to say they were watching TV.
You know, were they just sleeping? Were they watching TV?
They were just watching TV.
Okay.
This is generally a red flag behavior.
Yeah.
Detectives are going to want to know why she feels pressure to get that out. While Terry is being held, her oldest daughter, Vicky, Tanina's sister, comes to visit her. Their other sister, Amelia, is D'Angelo's mother. Vicky not only tries to assist her mother while she's in jail, but also attempts to get some information from her about what really happened.
Hi, Mom, I love you. Yeah, I love you. Mom, okay, listen. Okay, what happened, Mom? I'm going to give you a letter. You don't understand what happened? Are you okay? Are you okay? Okay. We're going to do it.
I don't get it.
Okay. I love you. I love you.
So far, Vicky seems more like the thing, but
I don't know. It just like a pillow. I don't know. Just wondering. I'm always so confused. Okay, I know you're confused. I'm on top of it. I'm very confused on everything. I'm just worried.
I don't want to listen to this. I don't want to listen to this.
I called you. I said, Vicky.
One of them did it.
But I'm not doing
And
it right now. You turn around, you said, oh, I know. I know, but I'm trying to tell you, I'm having a hard time. What is the hard time? Everything. What happened? There's just so many bills and everything is overwhelming. What does that have to do with D'Angelo? I don't know. Okay, what happened with D'Angelo? Does Tonina know what happened? No? You just woke up this morning? What did you tell the police? I don't know.
So that was the last time you really saw them. And then you went to bed. Did you hear any noises throughout?
No, I didn't hear any
that was
noise.
stressful.
I didn't hear any noises
That was
this morning.
stressful.
Okay.
Didn't like that very much.
I didn't hear anything at all.
Okay. So you woke up at what time?
I woke up at 7.
Okay.
You woke up at 7.
Okay, and what happened then?
I walked into the bathroom and he was floating on top. And he was just floating on the water. And he had his pants on. So, and he had his shirt.
You have a bathroom in your bedroom in there, so why would you get up and go in the other bathroom? Somebody say something to you, direct you to do that?
My mom
They have 2
was,
bathrooms.
Tonina, are you up? And
Fucking
I'm like, yeah, I'm up. And I'm
For a house like that,
I
that's
walked out of my
surprising.
bathroom and
Okay.
just walked down the hall. And
Where was your mom at this point?
she was just pacing back and forth, like she really didn't know what she was doing.
Pacing where? In the living room, the kitchen, the hallway, her bedroom?
She was pacing in the kitchen.
Okay. And she didn't say D'Angelo was in the bathtub, call 911?
No, she did. She told me. She told me to call 911.
Why would she do that?
Maybe she was in shock.
Okay. And where was she at when she told you this? In the kitchen still?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's in the kitchen kind of pacing back and forth, kind of...
Yeah, maybe she didn't. Yeah, like she didn't know what she
I
was
got
doing.
long fucking legs, and it pisses me off because I'm short.
How had she been acting recently?
She's been acting a little different. She went through a huge depression after my dad died.
When did he pass away?
He passed away 5 years ago.
Okay.
But I think it's finally sunk in. And
Okay.
I've only got one car
Fucking
headlight
ads, dude.
working. Can you help?
Of course. We'll find the right one for your car and fit it for you. And we're never beaten on price.
Right, move, boy. Come on. Come on, move. Come on. Move in. Oh, fuck.
For the perfect timepiece, shop Remont online and in our showrooms. And Watches of Switzerland.
New setup!
She's showing some signs of anxiety, such as itching her nose and rubbing the back of her neck. It's also odd that she's kept so many layers of clothing on. She's dressed for winter, but the officer doesn't seem to be as bundled. Anxiety can pull the blood away from your extremities, so it can make you feel quite cold, which might explain why she feels the need to be bundled up.
I think it's been really hard for her to pay for everything and do everything. I think the bills have loaded up on her.
Okay.
And
They both did it, didn't they?
She's a very good woman. Very wonderful mom.
Mhm.
I mean,
How'd she get along with you and with your sisters?
she gets along with everybody. She worries about everybody. She calls us every minute. Like, you know, she's just an, regular, normal mother.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
She's a regular, normal
attempting
mother.
to make
Bit
character
weird.
references for her mother by saying she's a good woman and mom to a regular, normal mother. This change brings up some questions about what
Yeah.
Tanina really thinks about her mom. Her rapid verbal slippage seems to indicate that she quickly realizes that saying Terry is a great woman and mom will be found as a lie, or at the very least, something that could be challenged, so she has to downplay it quickly in the same breath. If she did it over a period of time, it might seem more normal, but this is in the same sentence.
Did your mom normally give D'Angelo baths? And if so, what time does he normally give them to him?
She normally gives me a bath.
Is it normally at 6 in the morning or 5 in the morning? Which would have been the time frame if you woke up at 7 for an hour. You looked at 5, 6 in the AM.
Yeah.
Maybe he woke up and maybe he
Maybe.
turned the bath on himself. Maybe he slipped and fell. I mean, I don't know. Once again, like,
Yeah.
Tanina's maybe here has a significant upward inflection. This seems to indicate her uncertainty. She might truly not know the answer, or she's searching for an explanation. The officer isn't doing a great job with his questions so far, because he's asking multiple things at once and not letting her answer before moving forward. He should ask one question at a time and leave them more open-ended. Tanina seems looking at people besides themselves. Anything to take the focus off of what actually happened. As well, typically we would expect to see Tanina be horrified and demanding answers to explain what happened to her nephew.
I don't know what happened because I didn't hear her and I didn't hear him. And all I did was wake up and see him floating on top of everything.
Yeah, just saw him floating.
Perhaps Tanina is being truthful here. Of course, one also has to consider that she might have been awoken by sounds of screaming and thrashing coming from the bathroom, and arose to see what was happening.
The floors are really slippery in there, so I don't know if he might have just slipped and hurt himself. I mean, I don't know what happened. I don't know.
What's happening?
Saved shock. And I tried to get him out of the tub, resuscitate him.
Absolutely.
In actuality, Tanina had to be told by dispatch to take D'Angelo out of the tub.
And
What was your mom doing all this time when you were doing CPR?
I think she was just watching me, and she was kind of pacing still. I think she was just in disbelief. I think she was just in another world. Like she didn't know what happened or what.
Do you remember asking her to help you with CPR?
Yeah.
Do you remember what her response was to that?
I don't think she could do it.
Okay.
I think she was just, it was something tragic, you know, like she just couldn't bear to do it. Sometimes people aren't strong enough. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, holy shit, I don't even know how I could even get down and.
You did.
You know,
You managed to do it. You did very well by listening. I listened to the tape.
Really?
Yeah, I listened to the 911 tape.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It seems strange that Tanina would be apparently flattered by the detective's compliment that she did a good job administering CPR. Despite the alleged attempt to save D'Angelo's life, the little boy
These bitches
passed away.
crazy.
Yet she is happy to have received the praise.
These bitches
For
are
somebody who didn't know
fucking
really
crazy, dude.
CPR, the way you listened to the dispatcher and what you did, sounded like you did everything you possibly could.
I tried so hard.
Yeah.
He was able to obtain an exclusive interview with Tanina Borgia. 13 years
They
later,
both did
Tanina's
it.
recollection of that morning looks a bit different, as does other changes and discrepancies in her story, which will come up later.
Lay down.
We're using
Let's
stills
see.
from our call with her because her internet connection was too unstable.
When I woke up, my mom had knocked on my door. 3 a.m. in the morning.
I woke up at 7.
And interesting
What are you
because
doing,
Eminem
bro?
has a song. 3 a.m. in the morning, put my
Okay.
key in the door, bodies laying all over the floor. I don't remember how they got there, but I must have killed them. And I think it's a really interesting song because that happened to me at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I think he drowned like maybe an hour or so prior
Prior
to
to you.
waking up.
I don't know how that happened. I tried my hardest. I've never given CPR before. And they said I was ordering a pizza. And no, I was not ordering a pizza. And I did not find
A pizza!
I did not find any of their comments funny because it was a really big struggle. I had to get water out of his lungs and I had to breathe into his mouth. And I had to make sure, to tip him over to me. And I did this for 15 minutes.
Fuck this bitch, dude.
Remember Tanina's comment about the Eminem song. We'll come back to that in a bit.
Yeah. Why didn't Mom let the firemen in? Why did they have to bang on the door?
I don't know, maybe the door was locked.
It was locked.
Yeah, maybe it was locked, but
Why did it take her a while to answer? Like, you couldn't do anything. You were busy doing CPR. Why didn't she answer the door?
I think she was just pacing. I think in her mind she has racing thoughts.
Oh, okay.
She just has racing thoughts.
I gotta pause this for like 1 second because these bitches, I don't know what it is about the way they talk and how they don't take in that situation seriously. It's just pissing me off.
But the paramedics, I don't know if they were high, if they were on drugs, or what they were doing, because they went the wrong way. Why would you go the wrong way when you're directly across the street from me? But they went in the back entrance. And it took them 15 minutes to realize there's a front entrance.
Once again, it's difficult not to notice the difference in Tanina's accounts.
Just thoughts that keep on polluting her mind and convoluting it. And I think that she just doesn't know what's going on.
Has she ever said kind of strange things to you, like hearing voices or somebody telling them they're here to do something or acting violently recently, anything like that?
There hasn't been any violent stuff, but I mean, like, she does have strange behavior. She cannot clean a house. She can't function to do daily things.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing where, like, she has ever acted violently or hit anybody or hurt anybody. Things happen, everything can happen, especially...
If you have an hour this week, you can learn 100 songs on the piano by learning just 4 chords. These. Check it out.
And can you feel the love tonight?
Same chords.
And I find myself in times of trouble.
There's an interesting pause here, like she was going to say something, but then repeats the idea that he slipped and fell. She seems stuck on that idea, and maybe even be pushing for it to be believed.
Somebody could slip and fall. You know what I mean? Like, it could happen. It is possible, too, and, like, she isn't in the right
It's possible, Tom. I'm Canadian. I'm Canadian.
He was a normal 4-year-old child, right? That wasn't anything special.
No, he was not special. He was right on top of everything. He was very bright, very smart. I mean, you could put my earphones together, you know what I mean? Like, snap it out and, like, panic,
Oh, yeah.
Very bright man.
Okay.
And, everything is going to be good. Like, I mean, like, in terms of...
You see that face flying across the screen?
I know it's hard. It's very hard. You're going to have a hard time because now you're going to go back to an empty apartment.
Yeah, it's really hard.
It's hard. If you have a friend or something that maybe can stay with you or family, I know you've got an older sister, a couple of them, so.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Can you think of anything else that I'm missing? Because once again, we don't know really what happened either, and I know you kind of slept for most of it.
Tanina does a lip compression here, and this is a particularly odd spot to have a negative reaction. It could potentially indicate that there's something the detective is missing, and she may have an idea about what it is.
Yeah,
No fucking shit.
I don't know what happened. I didn't You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
We'll find out more tomorrow. There's the medical examiner's going to take a look. But
Okay.
She will finally take off her gloves shortly after this point. This would be a good opportunity for the detective to get a closer look at her hands and see if there are any signs of injuries that could have resulted from a struggle. If he was afraid that asking to see her hands might have revealed his suspicion toward her, he could have said something like, "I like your nails," or "I like your ring." Tanina would have likely enjoyed the attention and shown him her nails or ring. However, he won't take advantage of this opportunity.
Is it a felony or something? No, you haven't been charged of anything. You didn't do anything. I mean, where's everything going to go? Okay, but that's not going to happen. Is that what you want to happen? I mean, what do you want to do, Mom? I want to come home. Okay. I want you to come home, too. I want to come home. You just go on. I want none of this to happen.
In between their discussions about Terry's finances, finding an attorney, and what to do with the apartment,
The way
Terry
she
gives
talks as
little
well is like,
glimpses into
fuck,
the morning D'Angelo died.
And you're going to say...
I just want to come home and I want to be done.
We better figure out what's going on.
You know.
What happened?
Oh, I don't know what's going on, you know. Just everything. Just everything.
D'Angelo is dead, Mom. Dead. Why? Why is my nephew and your grandchild dead? Why? He's dead, Mom.
It sounds like Vicky may be trying to shock her mom into saying something, but Terry seems markedly unwell mentally. She sounds confused and lost, which could be a trauma response or some significant mental health issue.
We went to the hospital and looked at D'Angelo dead today. Oh my God. Dead. Why? Oh my God. Boy, and you must be so upset. She must be just crying. Crying. That's your baby. That's what you're taking care of. What happened? Did Tonina involve us? No. He just woke up in the morning and he just happened to just fall into the bathtub. He drowned in the bathtub? He just drowned in the bathtub. He's in a quarter-inch of water. D'Angelo drowned in a quarter-inch of water. The kid can swim across an ocean, but he drowned in a quarter-inch of water. How? I don't know. Did he hit his head? I don't know. I don't know. He hit his head? I don't know. Vicky, I don't have any idea.
The investigation should be over now. Because it's pretty fucking obvious. Next week
There's
win.
a clear discrepancy.
It's pretty fucking obvious.
Was there a quarter-inch of water, or was there enough water that he was floating in it? According to crime scene photos, the truth seems to be that there was just enough water that D'Angelo could have been found floating.
And then you woke up to him like that? I'm out of my mind. I can't even cry. I can't scream. I can't sleep. I can't walk. I can't eat. I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't. It's the worst place in the world. I was here for a week. Trust me. I know. I don't want you in here. You're my mother. You're Terry Borgia. Oh my God. What are you doing? I don't know. They're so terrible here. They're so mean. It's so terrible. Everything. It's just awful in here. Oh my God. Oh my God. I think it's a dream. I dream. And did what did he say about me? He said you're the nicest lady in the world and you wouldn't hurt a fly. That's what he said. Thank God there was Haiti going on, the earthquake of Haiti, because there's nothing in there about you. Thank God there was Haiti going on.
This is a particularly troubling comment. It shows how focused they are on themselves. While what has happened is horrible, it's hard to imagine not feeling any empathy for those in Haiti just because it's keeping your family out of the front pages.
What the hell is Amy? Amy is, I don't know, Mom. She's trying, you know, Mom, let's just not talk about Amy, okay? Please. I'd rather not talk about Amy, okay? Just Amy's not mad. Amy's not upset. Amy is just coping, okay? Okay. So, just, you know what I'm saying? Let's not talk about Amy, okay? She's not raging. She's not mad. She's just coping, okay? And she loves you, okay?
Anyway, thanks for watching, chat.